Guys, welcome back to Opportunity Nanny. Today we are going to be looking at a PhD scholarships at the University of Portsmouth in the UK. Now guys, before we start, I want to thank you for 20 subscribers. It just shows that this community is growing and I'm very happy about that. Now, if you have not subscribed, please guys don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a video. Thank you guys. So now let's go into the PhD scholarships at the University of Portsmouth. Now there's ample scholarship opportunity at this university. EU or international students, you will find exciting opportunities to start your postgraduate research journey with us in 2024. You can apply for one of our funded PhD studentships across a range of subject areas. So guys, these are the funded PhD programs by subject area. So we have area studies. If you're interested in area studies, you can click on the cross icon. You can see there's a research area in South Coast DTP, but I'm not interested in that. We have the one for biology, we have the one for business and management. There's a lot of PhD funding opportunities. So I'm just going to go with economics since economics is my area of specialization. Now these are the two research areas that are funded. We have football in the community, measuring the social impact of football clubs. Then we have the effects of dark tendral personality traits on economics decision, and that's under behavioral economics perspective. So I'm going to go with the football in the community, measuring the social impact of football clubs, just because it sounds more interesting to me and I may be interested in that. So I'm going to open this in another window, but before we go to that, let me just scroll down so that you can read more on this funding and what it entails. Now, the funding information and eligibility. Candidates applying for this project may be eligible to compete for one of a number of bursaries available. Some bursaries fund tuition fees only, while others cover tuition fee at the UK rate for 3 years plus a stipend in line with the UKRI rate, that is £18,622 for 2023-2024. So guys, make sure that whatever PhD research area you're picking, make sure you put in mind that there's the one that funds only tuition fee, there's the one that covers tuition fee for UK rates, and there's the one that covers tuition fee plus a stipend. So if you're interested in the fully funded one, you have to make sure that you pick a research area that also offers you a stipend. Do you understand? Now, most projects are open to application from UK, EU, and international students, unless otherwise specified in the project adverts. So please check your eligibility before submitting a formal application. Now, costs for student visa and immigration health surcharge are not covered by this scholarship. So guys, they are letting us know that you are going to be the one that is going to take care of your student visa application. You are going to pay the cost for student visa application, and you are also going to pay the cost for the health insurance. So these are not covered by this scholarship. So put that in mind. You are going to select a subject area from the list above. That's the list I just showed you, where you will find eligible project areas or project and entry criteria. You're going to get in touch with the named project supervisors. I'm going to show you guys how to do that, but I just want to read the steps so that you understand what everything is all about. So you're going to get in touch with the named project supervisor to discuss your interests before you apply. Now you're now going to forward your CV and an outline of your research idea, which will help you speed up the process. So what I'm telling you is that before you even go ahead and apply, you are going to reach out to the project supervisor just to discuss your interest. When you are ready to apply, use the online application form link found in the project adverts, making sure you submit all the required documentation before the application deadline. Now note, if you want to be considered for a funded PhD opportunity, you must quote the project code provided when applying. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. So if you want to be considered for the funded PhD opportunity, when you're applying for the program, you must put the project code there and quote it when you are applying. Now the application deadline differs depending on the area you want to apply for PhD in, depending on the research topics. The funding and the deadline differs. So just make sure that whichever one that you have chosen, you are aware of the funding so that you can prepare your application and submit it before the funding. Now what happens next? After you have applied, your application will be reviewed, and if you are shortlisted, you'll be invited to an interview. Shortlisting and interview should take place after the application deadline. So guys, let's go up. Since we have read this, if you want to find out more about like how to prepare a postgraduate research proposal, find a PhD supervisor, and the rest, you can all read that down. But let's go up to see how to apply. So as I said earlier, that I picked economics. Yes, this is up. I picked economics, and I was going to try and apply for the topic for this topic, which is football in the community, measuring the social impact of football clubs. So this is it. I've clicked on it, and it has opened on this page. You can see it. Now the funding is a competitive funding for UK, EU, and international students. So if you are an international student, you can apply. If you are an UK or EU student, you can also apply. So guys, this is the project code. Remember that if you are going to apply for the scholarship, you must quote this project code when you are applying. So when you are decide to apply, you can copy this and make sure you quote it there when you are applying. Now this is under the Department of School of Accounting, Economics and Finance, and it starts in October 2024. The application deadline is very soon for this particular program, 19 January 2024. Now if you are interested in other topics, as I said earlier, the deadlines will differ or might differ. Now, applications are invited for a fully funded 3-year PhD to commence in October 2024. And this program will be based in the Faculty of Business and Law and will be supervised by Dr. Christina Filippo, Dr. Joe Cox, and Dr. Adam Cox. Now, I hope I'm pronouncing that well. Candidates applying for this project will be eligible to compete for one of a small number of bursaries available. Now, if you are a successful applicant and you are chosen, you will receive a bursary to cover tuition fee for the 3 years of your PhD program and a stipend in line with the UK RI rates. That is 18,622 pounds for 2023-2024, and you also receive 2,000 pounds for field work purpose. So this is actually a very good funding. You cover your tuition and it covers field work and also covers stipend. You are going to be the one that is going to cover the cost of your student visa and immigration health surcharge. Now, what work are you going to do on this project? You're going to investigate ways in which social impact of football clubs can be measured, build on existing literature to construct a rigorous methodology for measuring the social impacts of clubs on community. Now, guys, I don't want to bore you guys by reading everything because some people may not be interested in this. But why it's important to read this is that normally when you're applying for these things, you will be required to write a proposal, a research proposal. So you have to read this and understand it, so that you know what you're looking for and you know how to write how you're going to undertake this research in a way that will give you a competitive edge when you're applying for this PhD scholarship. So now let's look at the entry requirements for this particular program. You will need a good first degree from an internationally recognized university. So the good news with this thing is that you don't even need to have a master's degree. All you need is a BSc degree with a minimum of upper class and second class or equivalent, and you can apply directly for this PhD program. Or you may have a master's degree in an appropriate subject. In exceptional cases, we may consider equivalent professional experience and or qualification. So for example, if you're interested in this topic and maybe you do not have a degree in finance, you don't have a degree in business, you don't have a degree in any related course, if you have a professional experience or qualification in an equivalent professional if you have any professional experience or qualification that is closely related to the research topic, it may be considered. So you also have to look at the English language proficiency at a minimum of IELTS band 6.5 with no component score below 6.0. But I think that is for people that English language is not their first subject. So now let's look at the specific candidate requirements. The one I just read is the general admission requirement, but this one is the specific candidate requirement. That means what are they looking for in a candidate that they will want to work with for this PhD program and fund. Now, this opportunity will suit a person with a desire to engage with stakeholders and policymakers to inform current policy discussions using rigorous academic research, experience of qualitative or quantitative research technique is essential. So you must have had experience using qualitative research technique or quantitative research technique. So if you are an economics, for example, do you have experience using strata? Have you done any research where you have to like analyze quantitative or qualitative research? So you have to explain, or you have to showcase that you have all these requirements that they need. Now, how to apply? You have to first contact Dr. Christina Filippo. If you remember, I said earlier that before you apply for any of these areas, you have to send a mail to the supervisor or the lecturer or the professor in charge of that particular PhD research program. So here it is Dr. Christina. You have to message her and discuss your interest before you apply. Make sure you quote the project code. Now, when you are ready to apply, you will now use the online application form. So let me just click on it and make sure you submit a personal statement, proof of your degrees and grade, and details of 2 referees, proof of your English language proficiency, and an up-to-date CV. You can also look at how to apply page if you still need more clarification and you want to understand it. This is it here. So please include a research proposal of 1000 words outlining the main features of a proposed research design, including how it meets the stated objective, the challenges this project may present, and how the work will build on or challenge existing research in the above field. So guys, you have to write a research proposal, and this is what they want to see. It should be a proposal of 1000 words. You have to tell them what research design you are going to use for that particular topic, how that research design is going to meet the objective stated of the topic, the challenges that you think the project may present. Maybe you'll not be able to get enough data, maybe time, stuff like that, and how this work will build on or challenge existing research in the above field. I think in Nigeria we call that contribution to literature. So how the research is going to contribute or challenge existing research. Do you understand? So please don't forget to quote the PhD opportunity project code when you are applying. If you do not quote it, you are not going to be considered for scholarship. So please guys, do not forget that. So that's all. If you have any question, if you need any clarification, please guys, don't forget to comment down below. As usual, the link for the scholarship will be in the description box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And for this particular PhD program, the deadline is 19th, so you can do well to just go through other areas that you're interested in, so that you note the deadline and you can start taking actions as quick as possible. Thank you guys.